All right, Buzzcast Nation, welcome back. We're kicking things off with major fallout after a shocking assassination. Children's Healthcare of Atlanta has fired an employee over inappropriate social media comments referencing Charlie Kirk's killing, signaling a strict stance on workplace conduct. This comes as the hospital was made aware of the unacceptable rhetoric, which directly violates their social media policy. And speaking of fallout, Delta Air Lines is also taking swift action, suspending several employees after social media posts were found to violate their media policy in response to Charlie Kirk's assassination. Delta CEO Ed Bastian sent a strong message, stating these posts stand in stark contrast to the company's values and that violations can lead to termination. The repercussions are spreading, with a hospital in Virginia also firing a healthcare worker for controversial comments made about Charlie Kirk's death. This anesthesiologist's social media post was flagged for supporting violence, leading to immediate termination of her contract. It highlights a zero-tolerance policy across various institutions following the tragic event. But it's not all serious news. We're also celebrating a massive upset in college football as Texas A&M pulls off a stunning road victory against Notre Dame. Social media is absolutely buzzing with reactions to this incredible game. Stick with us for all the details and more right here on Buzzcast. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Hospital fires employee over Charlie Kirk comments. In a swift and decisive move, Children's Healthcare of Atlanta has terminated an employee following controversial social media remarks made in the aftermath of Charlie Kirk's assassination. The hospital confirmed the termination, stating that the employee's comments contained inappropriate rhetoric that directly violates their social media policy. This action underscores a growing trend of companies and institutions holding employees accountable for online behavior, especially in sensitive situations. The incident highlights the critical importance of professional conduct, even on personal social media accounts, when those remarks could be perceived as offensive or harmful. The hospital's statement emphasized that such rhetoric is unacceptable for its employees, signaling a commitment to maintaining a respectful and appropriate environment. This decision follows similar actions by other major organizations, reflecting a broader societal response to online commentary surrounding public figures and tragic events. The focus remains on ensuring that all employees represent their organizations with integrity and adherence to established policies, particularly when dealing with sensitive or divisive topics. Don't go anywhere, the fallout from this story is far from over. Next, we're diving into how Delta Air Lines is handling similar situations with their own employees. Delta suspends employees after Charlie Kirk's social media posts. Delta Air Lines has taken disciplinary action against several employees, suspending them following social media posts that allegedly violated the company's media policy in connection with the recent assassination of Turning Point USA founder Charlie Kirk. In an internal letter to staff, CEO Ed Bastian declared that the social posts were in stark contrast to Delta's core values of integrity, care, and servant leadership. He emphasized that violations of their social media policy can result in significant consequences, including termination. While the identities and the specific content of the posts have not been disclosed, Delta has confirmed that the matter is under active internal investigation. This move by Delta is part of a wider pattern of companies across the nation reviewing and acting upon employee social media activity following Kirk's death. The airline, headquartered in Atlanta, reinforced that its brand is built on service, respect, and professionalism, values that extend to all online interactions. Delta's policy reminds employees that their online activities, even on personal accounts, can reflect on the company and may lead to disciplinary measures. The widow of Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk, has vowed to continue her husband's legacy following his assassination in Utah. But the consequences aren't just limited to airlines. We're heading to Virginia next to see how a healthcare worker is facing repercussions. Virginia, hospital fires healthcare worker for Charlie Kirk comments. A healthcare worker in Virginia has been fired after making highly inappropriate comments on social media that appeared to support violence following the assassination of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk. The individual, an anesthesiologist contracted through North American Partners in Anesthesia, NAPA, at Riverside Walter Reed Hospital, was terminated after the hospital became aware of the post. Riverside Health confirmed that prompt action was taken, and by mid-morning, the worker's contract was terminated, severing their affiliation with the hospital. This incident is one of several across the country where employees have faced termination or suspension for remarks made in response to Kirk's death. The hospital's statement clearly indicated that the social media post included comments supporting violence against a public figure, which is unacceptable. This situation mirrors other recent cases, such as a restaurant co-owner in Cincinnati who faced significant backlash and business repercussions for insensitive comments about Kirk's death. The string of firings and suspensions highlights a growing intolerance for online behavior that is deemed offensive or promotes violence, especially concerning public figures and tragic events. The focus remains on professional conduct and the impact of social media on an individual's employment and a company's reputation. From serious repercussions to gridiron glory. Get ready for a major college football upset that has social media going wild. Texas A&M stuns Notre Dame in college football upset. Week 3 of the college football season delivered an absolute thriller as Texas A&M secured a dramatic road victory over Notre Dame, marking their first away win against a ranked opponent since 2014. The game, played in South Bend, went down to the wire, with the Aggies ultimately prevailing in a performance that has social media buzzing. Fans and analysts alike are flooding platforms with reactions, celebrating the grit and determination shown by the Texas A&M team. Many are pointing to the significant turnaround under head coach Mike Elko, highlighting this win as a defining moment for the program. Social media posts ranged from expressions of pure elation and disbelief to analyses of the incredible performance by the Aggies roster, particularly their wide receiver core. Even prominent figures like Robert Griffin III and Ted Cruz weighed in, with RGII praising quarterback Marcel Reed and Cruz noting his attendance at the game in support of the Aggies. The victory is being hailed as a monumental achievement for Texas A&M, injecting immense excitement into their season and sparking widespread conversation across the college football landscape. The Aggies are truly dancing in South Bend after this unforgettable performance. And that's just a taste of the news we're covering today. Stay tuned for our lightning round recap and a huge call to action. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. We saw Children's Healthcare of Atlanta fire an employee for comments about Charlie Kirk, Delta Airlines suspend staff over similar social media posts, a Virginia hospital dismiss a worker for inappropriate remarks, and Texas A&M pull off a massive upset against Notre Dame. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Buzzcast for all your breaking news, hit that notification bell so you're always in the loop, and tell us in the comments what you think about these stories. Plus, follow us on all our socials for more exclusive content.